Welcome back, everyone, to episode number 2 of the Celtics Catch Up, where we talk about everything Boston Celtics related. I'm your host, Vinnie Carbone.
And I'm Brady Levinson.
And today, we have some predictions for the upcoming 2023-2024 NBA season. Let's not waste any more time, and let's get started.
Good ball fake, one more. Tatum! Oh, he caught one!
Brady, the Boston Celtics finished 57-25 in the regular season last year, which is a great record. They were second in the East. They were second in the NBA. Where do you think they will stand this year?
See, what I'm thinking is the magic number for them is 55 wins.
Okay.
We got there last year. I think 55 wins guarantees us a top 3 in the Eastern Conference. I mean, I know you want 60 wins. I know that's your goal, but
That is.
no team in the NBA reached 60 wins last season, so, I mean, who knows how likely that's going to be, but I think 55 is where we need to get to.
Yeah, we saw the Bucks have the first seed last year. We had the second seed.
Yep.
The Sixers had the third seed, and then Cavs, Knicks. So with that 55 wins in mind, what do you think would be better for us? A third seed or a first seed? What do you think would play to our advantage in the playoffs?
You know, I mean, there's a few different ways to look at it. You saw the Bucks with the 1 seed last year. They got completely demolished by the Heat because playoff Jimmy Butler is just a force to be reckoned with.
True.
So, I mean, if there's a team lower where you know that they're going to be a problem in the playoffs, obviously you don't want to be playing that team. So I think that plays into it. But in general, I mean, like, sometimes when you're a higher seed, you do get the benefit of the doubt. You play one of these lesser built teams that doesn't really have like an identity, and you get lucky, and it's usually an easy series, which is what the NBA expects to happen.
True. And these higher seed teams are filled with superstars this year. I mean, the Bucks adding Damian Lillard. I mean, the Celtics really have to watch out for them, hopefully, in the Eastern Conference Finals once again. But moving on, Tatum has been in the MVP race for the last couple seasons. Maybe not top 3, but he's definitely a top 5 candidate.
Yep.
Last year, the trophy went to Embiid, which I not too happy about. I think it should have went to Jokic. But how does Tatum's stats and what does he need to do this year to get a top 3 vote or even a top 2 vote for MVP?
All right, here's what I'm thinking. He has to at least average 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, which he pretty much did last year.
Yeah.
Honestly, for like a baseline MVP, I think that's what you have to do. Because I was just looking at the stats, Embiid was only averaging 4 assists last year. And I'm with you. I don't really like that award because it's not like, obviously Embiid was a scoring champion with 33 points per game, but it's not just about scoring points. It's about creating points too, and that's what rebounds and assists do.
True.
And so I think if Tatum can increase his assist from above 5, I think, and just become even more of like a floor general and really like cement himself as the best player in the NBA. And obviously he's in the discussion now, but I think he's yet to really cement himself in like that top 3, which is Embiid, Jokic, and Giannis. I think if he gets himself more into that conversation, he's got a real shot.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons Embiid did get the benefit of the doubt this last year over Jokic was because of his defensive presence also. And I think Tatum has been working hard on the defensive end. He defends sometimes the best players on the other team. He can guard bigs, he can guard smaller guards, and he hustles out there. And I think if it comes down to him or a Jokic, maybe he gets the defensive edge, but I'm not really sure. But besides MVP, the Celtics have been stacked with awards throughout the NBA. I mean, for example, last couple of years we've had a Defensive Player of the Year in Marcus Smart. We've had a Sixth Man of the Year in Malcolm Brogdon, and obviously Tatum in the MVP discussion.
Yep.
Do you think we can get any more of those awards this year? I mean, I know guards getting the depoy is rare.
Yeah.
But Drew Holiday on the Celtics, what do you think about that?
I mean, as you said, it's going to be hard for a guard to get that award again. It's probably, I mean, you're seeing guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. like really take over, and like Evan Mobley. Like I feel like forwards are really taking over that depoy race. But honestly, I don't think we need award winners to be successful. I mean, like, obviously it hasn't worked out too great for us in the past.
Yeah.
But I think it really just depends on like if all the puzzle pieces are finally going to fit this year.
That's a great point. I 100% agree with you. I don't think we need all these awards to win. I mean, when you look at past winners like the Nuggets, I mean, Jokic should have won MVP, but he didn't. They didn't have the depoy. They didn't have six man. But yeah, Brady. Last year, we were down 0-3 in the Eastern Conference Finals. We came back, tied it 3-3, and we lost at home and did not go to the finals. The Heat went to the finals. Do you think we can make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals this year? Do you think this is our year?
I think it is. We talked about this a couple nights ago, where the Celtics. I mean, for the difference between the 2007 and 2008 Celtics, they just had a complete roster turnover, and obviously we didn't have a huge roster turnover, but we got rid of a couple big players, brought in a couple big players. Like that year, they brought in Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen. And we were kind of comparing it to them bringing in Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, you can't really compare any guys to Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett, but just still. The whole concept of it, I think the Celtics did what they need to do in the offseason. I think we have a real shot this year.
Nice.
All right, that's going to be all for today's episode of Celtics Catch Up, but get hype! Because we are less than a week away for the season opener for the Celtics next Wednesday against the New York Knicks at their place. But we do take on the Miami Heat for our home opener next Friday. Can't wait to see how this game goes, and we'll discuss those next week. Hoping to see the Celtics start the season strong. See you all next week, and always, go Celtics.